But let me begin by talking to you about the fiery path, the burning way, which is known as Via Combusta in tropical Hellenistic astrology. So, Via Combusta means it's all burnt out. It's fiery. It's got a very edgy energy. And what is Via Combusta? 15 degrees of Libra to 15 degrees of Scorpio is the path known as Via Combusta. All right. In Latin, it means the burning way, right? And the sun travels this particular burning way of Via Combusta from October 7th to November 7th. October 7th to November 7th. So if you have your birthday within this, then your sun is Via Combusta. What does that mean? So a lot of people have speculated that why have the ancients called this the burning path, and it possibly has to do with the stretch of unfortunate fixed stars that lie in this 15 degrees of Libra to 15 degrees of Scorpio, and there's another thing that Alberoni mentions. It says Libra and Scorpio are the exaltation of two of the malefics. Saturn is exalted in Libra and Mars is exalted in Scorpio, right? Mars rules Scorpio, right? And also Libra is the fall of the sun and Scorpio is the fall of the moon. And the sun and the moon are known as lights in Hellenistic astrology, right? So they light, so it's because of them we see. So when you have the sun or the moon placed in this Via Combusta path, it could be very, very problematic for the native. Let us understand a bit better. Alberoni says that it is very, very difficult for the birth moon, okay? And it is connected to the eyes. So there's injury to the eyes, especially if you have the sun here. Sun is the right eye in males and left eye in females. So, there could be severe injuries to the eyes. It is hard for the moon for the sun to be here because the sun is also quincunx from its exaltation degree. I'll get to that. But think of the sun, right? It's exalted in 19 degrees of Aries. So here it is completely in fall in Libra, right? The moon is exalted in Taurus, so it's in fall in Scorpio. So we see the two lights, the male, the female, two primary archetypes are in a fix in these two signs, Libra and Scorpio, spanning 15 degrees of Libra to 15 degrees of Scorpio. So the second decan of Libra to the second decan of Scorpio, right? So we'll get to that, but the interesting thing is that the ancients thought that these two signs, because they exalt the malefic, they have this very unfortunate, sorrowful, grievous nature. Okay? And now, very interesting, I have my Uranus Via Combusta at 12 degrees of Scorpio, conjunct the fixed star Acris. And Acris is a heavy signifier for astrologers. In fact, and Uranus rules astrology. So I have my Uranus conjunct the fixed star Acris Via Combusta. Also, of course, my moon is in Satavisha Nakshatra and Pisces Navamsa. So, Satavisha, ultimately, they are the best astrologers. So, a little bit of publicity over there, self-publicity, right? Now, the thing is that if you have a sun here, and the sun is combusting other planets like Mercury or like Venus or like even the moon or Mars, depending upon the nature of the planets, of course, it could be very malefic to have a combust planet in Via Combusta. All right, this is purely from my experience. Complications. Okay, planets are really burnt out. Mercury Via Combusta, very acrid, harsh speech, harsh way of expressing oneself. All right. But all is not lost for everybody saying, oh my god, I've got this, I'm born from 7th, you're born somewhere between 7th of October to 7th of November, and here you are like, oh my god, and you possibly have that Mercury there, and that Mercury is maybe conjunct to Saturn, and or a retrograde Mercury. So it could have a lot of complications through that. But there is alchemy. There is alchemy in Via Combusta. There's magical energy in Via Combusta. Remember that. The ancient alchemists knew of this. So whenever the sun and the moon trudged via, 15 degrees of Libra to 15 degrees of Scorpio, they began serious alchemical work. The true alchemist knows that the gold is inside. So it's a very alchemical energy here. Very Via Combusta is a magical energy. But if you're really based and if you're really, dumbed out and 3D'd out, then you may not feel, you may not vibe with this energy. However, the ancient alchemists knew of this magic. So, they knew of this magic and they got to work to create true alchemy. Now, if you have any planets, especially moon or sun and other combust planets here, remember that you have access to magical energy. You are an alchemist, most likely. Alright? Now, Via Combusta ends with South Scale or Zuben Al-Genubi. Okay, Zuben Al-Genubi, the fixed star, which is at 15 of Scorpio. It's a very unfortunate star. It's of the nature of Mars and Saturn. And listen to the significations. It's scary. Loss, theft, betrayal, abuse, venereal disease, poison, drowning, anguish, revenge, criminality. Okay, so this also happens to be the second decan of Scorpio. Second decan of Scorpio is Pisces triplicity ruled by Jupiter. So you see how this is quite a magical energy. Okay, and Pisces anyway, you have that Pisces decan, and you know that there is magic, there is otherworldly energy basically. Now the second decan of Scorpio is interestingly known as the alchemical double distiller. The alchemical double distiller. So you literally think about it, how crazy is this? The ancients knew that Zuben Al-Genubi may bring a lot of difficult energies, but in 3D that is, but in the occult realms, in the magical realms, you are a magician, literally. Okay, the alchemical double distiller is what the second decan of Scorpio is known as. So that's very, very interesting, because now you have the second decan of Libra, which is Aquarius triplicity. Oops, I think I lost you. So however, Saturn is in fall, like literally here. Okay, and then you have the third decan of Libra, which is Gemini triplicity. Libra, which is Gemini triplicity, right? And then you have the first decan of Scorpio, which is Scorpio triplicity, Mars all the way. And then you have the second decan of Scorpio, the alchemical double distiller, which is the Piscean decan, which is known as the alchemical double distiller. So I know I'm repeating it a lot, but remember that if you have any planets via Combusta, that means you are an alchemist. Now there are some that think that alchemists turned lead into gold, and some possibly tried to, But there is a deeper understanding of alchemy. And interestingly, the alchemists believed in this because of a piece of astrology. It's because they believed that the essence of the sun, which is gold, is in all things, even in lead. Okay, which belongs to Saturn. So they felt that they could convert Saturn into the sun, which is lead, into gold. This is the magic of Via Combusta. You are an alchemist. So get to work and let me know how this, this particular energy has worked out for you. Have you felt anything different with any planets in Via Combusta? What are the planets you have in Via Combusta? Are they already combust? Do you have a birth moon? Or do you have a progress planet in Via Combusta? And what has how have you felt life to be so far, depending upon the significations of the planets we are talking about, right? Sorry. It's a beautiful sunset. So I'm going to be back again with the next video, which is all about Serpentes, or the 19th degree of Scorpio, known as the accursed degree. So if you want to learn more about that, join me in a few seconds. See you and speak soon. Don't forget to book a reading and do leave me some nice comments. I love them. And Nicole, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And it's absolutely fascinating to be here and take these beautiful master classes of esoteric and occult studies. So thank you and take care. See you soon.